life. Love is the only agenda. Peace is the only remedy. Heaven on earth. Falling in love with yourself is falling in love with God. I love you so much. It's so good to see you. Love is the only agenda. Peace is the only remedy. Starting it back up. So grateful. It's a little chilly out today in Cali, but I'm grateful. I had some things to give to you today, so let's just get it popping. Oh my gosh, love is the only agenda. So strengthening our filter, strengthening our subscription. Strengthening our filter, strengthening our subscription. I talk about filter, and that filter is what we're choosing to subscribe to, right? A subscription from YouTube is what we're looking at every day, or what we subscribe to, what we enjoy, what we're taking in, or even what we don't enjoy, right? But it's something we're taking in. So I use that as an example to say every day what we look at, what we listen to, who we kick it with, that becomes who we are. And that's so important for us to know. As young people, as older people, it's just very, very important for us to know who we surround ourselves with, what we constantly listen to, right? What we constantly look at is what we're becoming. And I wrote a note down here that says, what we say to ourselves, by ourselves, is what is being created. Whoo! You peep? What we say to ourselves, by ourselves, is what's being created. And that's why love is the only agenda, peace is the only remedy, was created for me to remind me and me to remind you about our affirmations, about falling in love with ourselves is falling in love with God. This is a constant cultivation, a constant practice of embodying who we already are, right? Constantly, past my own condition, past my own trauma. That's how love is the only agenda was birthed. Because it was me looking at me, going to the other side and seeing myself in this light, seeing myself in this beauty and this wonder that I did see, but I had to put the work in and still putting the work in, okay? That's what it is. And so yes, love is the only agenda. That's how this was created, by putting all that good stuff in so we can get good stuff out, right? Standing in your truth, even if someone has an outlook or a bad opinion about what you choose, strengthening that filter within yourself is imperative. To follow your soul's prompting and mission is your greatest reward. And that's why our filter has to be strengthened. What we're subscribing to has to be strengthened within, so that we have an idea of where we're going into our ultimate evolution and true freedom. And that's our responsibility, right? To tune up our internal compass. When we know where to go, trust. When we don't know where to go, trust. That's real, right? When we don't know where to go, once again, it's imperative for us to ask God to lead us and not man. I'll say that one more time. When we don't know where to go, it is imperative for us to ask God to lead us and not be led by man. I'm going to tell you one thing how I know, just through my own experience of following your intuition, God, conscious, Heavenly Father, Heavenly Mother, Great Spirit, our intuition, our gut, if you will, right? One way you do know that you are following that through my own experience is others may feel some type of way. Others may point the finger at you and say what you're doing is totally wrong. But stick with it. If you feel it, stick with it. If you feel it, stick with it. I got that from Bishop Don Juan. If you feel it, stick with it. So I was bringing up that to say is that's how you know halfway through or in whatever, the lieu of life, where you're at in your life, when people don't really agree with what you're doing and you feel strongly about it in your heart and your spirit and your mind, and you've spoken about it to God, and you're one with it, you truly can't allow people to dictate why you do what you do for yourself. You can't allow people to detour you in any way. It can be mom, dad, sister, brother, friends, and that's why we got to clear out this filter. We got to clear out this compass so that we can feel and that we can see clear. And holding on to that vision is our greatest reward. Holding on to back to this, to follow your soul's prompting, to follow your soul's mission is our greatest reward. And in a world where we're looking to the left and we're looking to the right and we're doing everything that's projected to do from man, it's time for us to tune up our internal compass to know what to do and where to go. And look, when we don't know where to go, trust. When we don't know what to do, trust. And yes. So in other words, trust, right? Man, there's so much going on, you guys, and I just wanted to share that with you. It's just so important to strengthen that internal compass, because man will lead you in all type of ways, and then you try to figure out years later how you ended up there. So take the responsibility now to take ownership of your life, put good things in. I told you in the beginning, that's why love is the only agenda, peace is the only remedy was even created, for me to remind myself and help, and now reminding you. For real, this is a reciprocity. We walk in this thing together. We can't do it without each other, period. Feel me? So I'm just so grateful, just leaving you with that. Strengthening our filter, what we're digesting every day, what we're subscribing to, and strengthening our subscription. Exactly. Strengthening our filter and strengthening our compass, our internal compass. Once again, following our soul's prompting and our mission is our greatest reward. And it is towards our ultimate evolution and true freedom. So we got to tune up what we're looking at. Tune up what we're feeding into, right? Tune up what we're constantly taking in every day, so that we can see change, love, peace, home. Yeah. Strengthening our home within, so we have a compass to know where to go. And when we don't know, trust. And when we do know, trust. The love is the only agenda. Peace is the only remedy. Heaven on earth. Falling in love with yourself is falling in love with God. Let's do our warrior stance. I am victorious. I am victorious. Woo. I am victorious. I love you. Strengthening that inner compass to know what we need to do. And then when things are a little foggy, we look to God. We look to our Heavenly Father. We look to our Heavenly Mother to know that all our crooked paths will be made straight, and that all things are truly working together for our highest good. Love is the only agenda. Peace is the only remedy. Heaven on earth, falling in love with yourself is falling in love with God. I'll see you next Thursday. Hey.